Hey everybody, welcome back to Master Quogie's Master Builds, and this is part 5 of building Pirates of the Caribbean in Lego. Alright, so here's some things I've built over the past couple weeks. I know it's been a little while since I uploaded a video, and that's just due to busy life and stuff, and school finals and stuff, so Here's some of what I've got. First thing to show, I guess, is my ride boat. I think on the last video I had one of these in silver, so I got some brown 3D printer filament, and this one's actually not a nice looking one. Here we go. I got some brown filament, and I added these two things right here on the bottom, which will come into play later. I'm thinking it'll help with my tread system that I'm designing for the lift hill and for the loading docks. So that's something to be thought about later, but I think that that'll work out pretty well. If you didn't watch that video, here's what these look like, and now that they're in brown, I printed a lot of them. I've got 7 right now, and actually I've got another one printing as we speak. If you hear this weird sound in the background, that's actually the 3D printer printing out a ride boat. So there are the 7 ride boats. I'm thinking I might make either 10 or 15 ride boats for the ride, and anyway, moving on to some actual Lego building stuff, because that's technically not Lego. Probably wondering why I placed that scene there. Well, because here, I'm gonna move the tripod up a little bit. It's because that scene back there, I think actually I finished this scene over this past time also. I added this rock column in the front, and that like cave, that's what that looks like, and over here I hung the chandelier on the top and kind of just finished up that whole thing. But actually, I got this bit of a scene done over these past weeks, and here it is. So actually, I think moving the tripod up didn't really help very much, because now you can see in at least a little bit. When I've got lighting installed, you'll be able to see the bar scene a little bit better. Actually, I could take this off really quick. That whole thing can flip up because it's not super well attached, and now you can see into there. So there's like some barrel things back there, the bar counter, kind of a shelving rack back there. This is like a bit of a pirate ship that was repurposed or something, and that's a sail. That's another mast, and the Jolly Roger, of course. And then when you put that back on, it goes back into darkness. And then over here is the scene directly next to it. I like to call it Hurricane Lagoon. I don't really know where I think it's on one of my blueprints, actually. That's called Hurricane Lagoon, where the pirates still kind of sailing the ship here, and that is kind of a simple little mechanism, just uses a few gears, and his arms go back and forth, turning the steering wheel. There should be some lightning effects going on here, and of course the ride soundtrack to make this more interesting. If you've been on Pirates of the Caribbean and this ride is based off of Disneyland, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be accurate to every single park. This is just the original Disneyland one. These are actually in the ride. There are a lot more of them. I just didn't really have the parts to make more of these. But they're kind of these seaweed things that are right at the edge here. And I intentionally left the back of this very plain and stuff because that's how it is in the real world. I also kind of made this rock face here, which took a little while. And this is going to continue out to, I think, the last scene of Deadman's Grotto, actually. So that's pretty neat. And I guess, yeah, so just to kind of show you with my ride boat here. Ride boat will come through here, turn, and go that direction. Next is this scene, which my brother actually made this. I didn't make this one. It's this part at the start of the burning town where the 3 pirates, and I'm gonna probably be getting more pirates at some point. These are just some of the originals from the Black Seas Barracuda set. Have like they have instruments and they're singing, and there's a donkey in the stable here, and there's a dog in this scene also. I already kind of used my best Lego dog in a different scene, in a different video if you want to see that. But yeah, this overall pretty much sums it up, and he did a nice job putting this greenery here with the pink flowers. It really pops out nicely. That's what the side of it looks like. Again, it's sort of unfinished because it'll continue on to other things. Next, I've got a scene that's not really for the ride, but it is part of the mock. So, along with the ride, I am making other parts of Pirates of the Caribbean, and actually, I don't know, I might have to kind of take the camera off the tripod here quick to show you into here. So this is the exit of the ride. You can sort of see, you would walk that way down this hall. There's a door at the end, and then it continues down out through these doors and out into New Orleans Square, which hasn't been built yet. And this was an interesting thing to design because in the real world it's kind of hard to see all these plants here. These are fake plants in the real world, but you know, all Legos are technically fake, so it works. And there's a staircase here that then goes up to this upper level. I am not sure what's in this upper level. Actually, if you want to comment if you know what's actually in this room, I'll actually put it in if you know, because I'm trying to get 100% accuracy on everything since it's minifigure scaled. So yeah, let me know, or if you have a theory, let me know about that also. Be very interested. Yeah, so there's a staircase, balcony to the door that doesn't really go anywhere. There's just an open hole because I wanted to see down into the bottom, since I really had no idea what to put in there yet, or if I will put anything in there, I don't know. There are a couple green doors here that they do open. All of the doors in this mock are kind of wonky because they're brick built, but as you can see, there's a pair of doors there and an identical pair on the side. And actually this scene attaches to another scene that I had started building, which is the bottom story of the Blue Bayou building. And when I say the Blue Bayou building, I mean the building facade thingy that you kind of see if you eat at the restaurant, or if you are just riding the ride actually also. This leads to the restrooms. There's like a little cabinet and just rest area here. There's a little wall, green wall there, and some windows that go into the lobby. I used a picket fence piece for that. I don't know if I should, let me know if you think that looks good, because I haven't really decided what I should do for all the lattice. I really like how the lattice looked at the exit of the ride, but I'm running out of parts, which I could get more, but you know. And yeah, so it was pretty interesting to make all these things, because in the real world, the whole part of the Disney magic is kind of to draw your attention away from what is actually what. And it's kind of interesting to figure out that this was the exit of the ride, because this door looks exactly like the white door that's the same door on the opposite side. But then also these shutters is what they are exactly the same as the ones on the opposite wall, just in a painted differently. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah. Oh, and actually there's another tree build as well. I need to get back into building trees because I have lots of tree parts, but there you go. There's a tree. And I designed a new railing, which I'll be showcasing a little more in next week's video, I think. But it's a little stringy. But that's the railing, and I think I'll be talking about that a little bit more in next week's video. And yeah, I think that pretty much does it. So if you like this video, make sure you go check out the other Pirates of the Caribbean building videos. I really enjoy that I've gotten some subscribers on this channel. If you like this MOC and you want to support it a little bit, that would be a great way to do that. And I guess I'll see you all next video, whenever that is, because I'm not very reliable about these kind of things. Well, that looks like it for this week's Building Pirates of the Caribbean in Lego. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like or subscribe to the channel. That would be great. I get it, subscribing can be a big decision, and by no means am I saying that you have to do it. It's just that it would mean a lot to me. Yeah, if you make sure you also go check out my other Building Pirates of the Caribbean in Lego videos, which are available on my channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. So, bye.